One character has waited months for the water to return. This is the lungfish, a living fossil, a fish with primitive limbs that breathes air. But now that the rains have arrived, its world is transformed. Every few minutes, it must surface to gulp down fresh air. As the wet season peaks, the waterhole is teeming with life. But in the space of just a few weeks, the landscape begins to shift once again. The scorching sun and parched earth take their toll, and the once vast oasis begins to vanish. The waterhole is rapidly shrinking. Now the only life that remains is confined to a few isolated pools, little more than elephant footprints pressed into the drying mud. The lungfish must move, and it must move now. It uses its powerful jaws and primitive leg-like limbs to heave its body out of the receding water. It crawls across the baking earth, in the same way its ancient ancestors did when they first began to colonize the land, hundreds of millions of years ago. But it cannot travel far. Before the last of the moisture disappears, it begins to bury itself. Using its head and body, it drills deep into the soft, cooling mud. Once underground, it secretes a thick layer of mucus that hardens into a protective cocoon. Here, the lungfish begins its remarkable wait. It enters a state of dormancy known as aestivation. Its metabolism slows to a crawl, just sufficient to keep its ancient heart beating. In this sun-baked tomb, it can survive for months, or even up to 5 years, locked away from the world, waiting patiently for the first heavy drops of the next great rain to set it free once more.